Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Thank you for checking out this week's WWE Raw Recap show. I truly appreciate it. Yes, we are definitely on that highway to WrestleMania now, or the road to WrestleMania, taking a pit stop here at the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Texas. They got to see Cody Rhodes respond to The Rock. Dominic Mysterio went up against Gunther, and did Jey Uso finally get a victory over Drew McIntyre? Those questions will be answered. Before I get started, hey, if you're slightly entertained by this, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought about this week's Raw, and be a champ and click on that subscribe button. Also, share with friends. With that being said, let's let her rip. We kick off this week's Raw with a promo from Cody Rhodes himself. He comes in, talks about Rock's Instagram post where he spent. I think the first one was like 19 minutes, and he went to 21 minutes. As Cody said, we got the director's cut, if you want to say the uncut version. Uh, Basically, Rock kind of insulted Cody, insulted the fans, insulted insulted Cody's dog. That's pretty low, Rock. Anyway, uh, says he says don't mess with my dog, dude. You shouldn't be messing with people's dogs. That being said, he introduced Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came out. Says he has a new name for The Rock now. It's going to be Diarrhea Dwayne. Yes, it was the 8 o'clock hour, so weren't quite ready to use their big boy words yet. Basically, at the end of the day, they said, Seth said, hey, I'm going to be on SmackDown this week to kind of confront the bloodline. What about you? Cody said, hey, I'm going to be there too, so look for Cody and Seth Rollins maybe to wreak a little havoc on SmackDown against the Bloodline this week on SmackDown. All right, kicking off this week's or the first match, not kicking off. First match on this week's Raw was Dominic Mysterio versus the Intercontinental Champion, the Ring General Gunther. Uh, and I almost felt sorry for Dominic. Okay, not really, but I will say, uh, seriously, dude should dude should have won Most Improved Wrestler in anybody's little awards banquet, or whatever it is. He should have won that award. Probably might win it this year. We'll see how things go. But in this match, he decided to piss Big Gunther off with trying to lay in some chops. Gunther will eventually show him how to do it. Um, Pull that little chest protector down and lay the chops in. Dominic would get a short advantage later on. Uh, and again, like I said, his advantage didn't last long. Gunther would pretty much dominate this thing. He would get the 619, but uh, didn't amount to much really. Gunther hit that big front drop kick, power bomb, and got the tap out win with a Boston Crab. Honestly, this was a good match. Like I said, Dominique is he's impressed me. I didn't think too much of him. Uh, I think the best thing was he got away from his dad and kind of slowly and got some more, at least some more singles matches under his belt. And like I said, now he's especially with that gimmick. Well, not gimmick, especially with the heel turn and everything. Eventually, he'll probably go babyface, but this night, and it's kind of funny here too. Uh, Later on, you'll see the later on we've seen Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest went up against the Imperium, uh, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. And this match, Gunther and Dominique, crowd was definitely not for Dominique. Crowd was definitely in favor of Gunther in this match, so it's almost like he was the babyface in the match, and Dominic was playing heel. But like I said, exceptional match, definitely worth a watch. Uh, Probably should have had it on a little later, but it still works. Next match of the night was a pretty decent little women's tag team match. Against two of my favorite, female tag teams, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance going against Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Uh, Stark and Baszler were working on Chance, or excuse me, Carter to begin with. super kicks. Had a, got the advantage to begin with. Hot tag to Katana Chance. Crowd went to thrilled with this match. They were kind of laying low on this match, but still was a pretty good match. Like I said, Chance Carter came back, hit the Spanish Fly, which Michael Cole shouldn't be surprised. Got it wrong. Called it the double superplex from the top rope, but Pat McAfee corrected him. I guess somebody buzzed in his ears that said no, that's the Spanish Fly, not the double superplex. Um, they hit the all night or excuse me, not the all night express. Hit the after party, but Shayna Baszler would cut that off. Had caught her in a chokehold. Chance trying to help her out, but Zoe Stark will roll her up for the 1, 2, 3. And after the match, Damage Control, who was doing commentary, got in the ring and said, "Hey, look, after we finish with the team we're facing in NXT tomorrow, next Monday, you two ladies will get a shot at the Women's Tag Team Championship." Next up, we have Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax. Becky was, sticking and moving to begin with until Nia Jax used her weight advantage, obviously. Lynch will make a brief comeback, but will get cut off when Nia caught her outside the ring with a Samoan drop. Nia will look for a finisher, the Annihilator, but uh, Becky Lynch would avoid that. Look for the disarmer, but they wound up going to the outside again, and Nia Jax was just beating a stew out of Becky Lynch, as Lance Russell would say. Liv Morgan would appear out of nowhere, leaps off the barricade, attacks Nia Jax. Referee calls for a bell. When I was looking at this online, also, um, they didn't really give a distinguished uh, outcome to the match. I seen online it was somebody said it was a match was thrown out, no contest, but theoretically it should have been you know a victory for Nia Jax since she was the one attacked. Didn't matter because Nia Jax will lay both Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan out because they was too busy arguing with each other. Next match of the night was Apollo Crews versus Andrade. A little back and forth match here. And that was until Apollo hit a superplex, but Andrade would roll through, hit the Three Amigos because, hey, everybody wants to be Eddie Guerrero, right? After that, it was pretty much all on Andrade. He would hit his version of the DDT, got the 1, 2, 3. Uh, Decent little match, good showcase for Andrade, who's recently made his return. So, and also the Judgment Day was eyeballing this match pretty good. So maybe he could be a new member. We shall see. All right, next match of the night was the Judgment Day versus the Imperium. Like I said, this is again one of those matches where uh, you had Gunther and Dominique, pretty much Gunther being babyface, Dominique being the heel. This time, even though they're all in the same faction, it was the Imperium being the heels and Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest being the baby faces in this match. That's just according to this crowd response. Anyway, Judgment Day looked good at the end, in the beginning. The Imperium would take over, work on Balor a little bit until he got the tag in a Priest. So more back and forth. Um, then Balor hit the coup de grace, but for a 2 count, as Kaiser would drop an elbow and break up the pin. They pretty much got rid of Kaiser. Priest used the South of Heaven choke slam to score the pinfall, and your winner is your undisputed Universal Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day. Good match here. That's all I can say. I hey, two of the best matches of the night, my opinion. Dominic versus Gunther, and that's pretty much Judgment Day versus Imperium. This one, it was Finn Balor, Damian Priest versus Kaiser and Vinci. Again, Judgment Day versus Imperium. Man, two groups that have stacked talent here. But yeah, this is probably, I would say this is my number two favorite match of the night. Um, but it was really good. I thought. What'd you guys think? All right, next match of the night was Sami Zayn versus Ivar. Decent little match here. Wasn't too bad. I'm just not a huge fan of neither one, but hey, I'm not gonna say that these guys or Sami Zayn's not talented. People dig little Sami. This match was sprung on by Sami Zayn being one of the people picked to be in the gauntlet match next week. The winner of that gauntlet match goes on to face Gunther at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. Ivar was left out, so he got in his feels about that. So they met in a ring. Uh, Valhalla would come over and give Michael Cole the antlers, and not only I gotta say this was funny. Not only did Pat McAfee say Michael Cole looked like an asshole with that on, uh, and of course this is around the 10 o'clock hour. A little past 10 o'clock hour. Kitty should have been to bed, but uh, Pat McAfee also said Michael Cole just exploded all over himself. Uh, and apparently there's some people got in their feels about that, but I might talk a little more about that come Thursday night. Thursday night's spot show live stream, 8 o'clock bell time. Check it out. Um, yeah, you know what? That's still up in the air. I might go to Collision taping Thursday. If it's not Thursday, it might be Friday. I haven't figured it out yet. Anyway, back to the match. No, let's try not to self promote myself too much. Um, so anyway, yeah, people got in their feels about that. Match wise, like I said, this was decent. Uh, Sammy started off pretty hot, but Ivar would take over. Every time Sammy came back, Ivar did a good job cutting him off. During the end of the match, Sammy was making that full comeback. He was running towards the corner, but Ivar teabagged him. He would go to the top rope. Sorry, I'm not doing my picture shit here, am I? Ivar would go to the top rope, go for the moonsault. I forgot what they call it. Moonsault. Misses. Sammy hits a haluva kick, gets the victory. Then after the match, another participant in the Gauntlet match next week, Bronson Reed, would come out and attack Sami Zayn, hit him with a tsunami splash. So that's two big boys kind of smacking him around in one night. So we'll have to definitely check on his status uh, as far as if he's going to be at 100% or is going to be a little sore come the Gauntlet match next week. As I like to say, we shall see next week. Anyway, let's go to the main event. All right, main event of the night is Drew McIntyre going against main event Jay Uso. Uso had a brief advantage to begin with. Then Drew took over, kind of threw him over the table when he was wrestling outside. Several times, Jay tried to make a comeback. Drew would cut him off. Towards the end of the match, though, Jay would make a big comeback. Solo Sikoa coming lurking through the crowd, jumped a barricade, but he was cut off by Cody Rhodes. Again, looked like Jey Uso might pull one out. Uh, Hit Drew McIntyre with a couple of super kicks. Then again, will get distracted by Jimmy Uso. Gosh, what a what a very bad big brother. Anyway, this would afford Drew McIntyre enough time to regroup, hit the Claymore kick, 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre wins another one here. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, JSU got distracted. No harm, no foul. Doesn't kill him, but gives uh, Drew another victory because he's the one going into the world title match come WrestleMania. Um, Jey Uso, in my opinion, he's really starting to improve as far as uh, get becoming a better singles wrestler. Looks like he had a little bit better stamina, or his stamina's improving a little bit, getting out of that tag mode and the single mode. Anyway, end of the match looked like Jimmy Uso was going to inflict some damage. Out comes Seth Rollins to make the save. Unfortunate for him, he would also eat a Claymore kick, and he Drew told him and said, "Hey, you need to focus on me, not focus on the bloodline and all this other stuff. Stay focused on me." And that's pretty much how Raw ended this week. Not a bad show. It kept my interest. Uh, one more thing though, Michael Cole and Pat McAfee did announce that Paul Heyman is officially the first inductee of the class of 2024 WWE Hall of Fame. Hey, it's in Philly. Philly, home of ECW. ECW, or Extreme Championship Wrestling, was Paul Heyman's baby. So it makes perfect sense. I ain't heard any other names. I heard Bull Nakano could be, which hell of a talent she was back in the day. Also, I think Haku's been mentioned, but some of these are rumors, of course. Anyway, that does for me for this week. Hope you folks enjoyed. Until next week, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends, drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.